The things that I experienced in Dallas. I'm mad. I'm so mad I'm back. I'm so mad I'm back. Why am I back here? I don't know. Let's start with how I started the trip. I stayed up the entire night before I left for my flight. Didn't go to sleep. I get on the plane. I land. That was the longest flight it ever felt like to ever. Cause I had a how long was my flight? I think my flight was it was from it was I think it was 3 hours from Cincinnati to Houston, and then it was another hour 20 from Houston. I think it was another hour 20 from Houston to Dallas. But I had a 4 hour layover, so I was knocked in the middle of that airport overly for like I think I landed at 7:30 in Houston. I left Houston at 11:10 something. No. I landed in Houston at 8:30. 7:30 their time. 7:30 their time. Supposed to land at 1:26 their time too. Everything got delayed. I landed at 3. Pain. But the weekend goes on. I'm not a big part. If you know me, you know JP is not a big party goer. I'm not a big party goer, but it's Airy Fest. So I said I will indulge in the party activities. I'll go to the clubs. Hang with peoples. I'll be out till in my head 3 a.m. Well, no, I forgot their Habesha. I forgot. I forgot their Habesha. I forgot they don't believe in sleep. So the first night the first night was rough. The first night was rough. We get to the club. I'm with my boys. Few of them get in, few of us don't get in. Situations happen, blah blah blah. But I don't know what it is about Habeshas, but y'all don't know how to wait in line. Y'all don't know how to wait in line. I just see a horde of everybody start rushing the gate like they gonna get in, like it's the gates of heaven. Uh, It's a regular club with regular people and regular music. There's more people outside the club than there was inside. Okay, in this club, this club didn't know how to handle crowds. Oh my gosh, because they didn't let anybody in for like 2.5 hours. Yo, I'm just sitting there like, what are we doing? I look aside, it's dead. It's empty in there. Everybody's out here. Don't you want money? These people want to buy your drinks, to pay for you, to get sections. You're making no money right now because everybody's out here. So then bodyguards are shoving everybody like, all right, move. Yo, Miles, bro, bro, they weren't listening to the bribes. They weren't listening to the bribes. We should like people were offering bribes. They're not taking these bodyguards had power chips. They had egos. They had power. They had egos. Like these dudes are over here. They're shoving. They were shoving women. Like the bodyguards were shoving women, men. They're talking about go in the line, get in the line, and then people start getting in the line, and then bodyguard shoves the line. He just shoved the entire line. He's like, y'all better move. Started spraying the ground pepper spray, bro. Like, bro, what? He sprayed the ground pepper spray. So y'all gonna move now. That was the most unorganized I've ever seen, bro. That was terribly ran. It was terribly ran. So that was the first night. Me and Sam, me and my boy Sam. It's like 1:30. We've been out there for 2.5 hours at this point. Just I guess people keep saying, well, you're gonna get each other. Like we didn't get in. Life happens. But we've been outside for a little minute now. We're like, all right, bro, we're not gonna get in. I don't even want to wait no more. Just go. Let's just go back to the B&B. Get an Uber. Go to the B&B. Go to bed. We got back at like 3. Everybody else got back at like 5 and 6. Y'all got it. So then Saturday comes. Also, every fit I had for this trip was not designed by me. Walking around or nighttime. I didn't trust myself. I know better than that. So every fit I had on, everything was all created by my good brother, Justin Stokes. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Justin, for that. Justin Stokes created everything. We were in here for about an hour 10. All my options laid out. Shirts, pants, shorts, shoes, anything that could be used to be a decent piece of clothing. And he created it all. So thank you, Justin, very much for helping me look decent this entire weekend. But as we go on. So time goes on. Next day goes on. I think Saturday. I went to the mall. We went to the mall. I woke up at like 1. Went to the mall. I didn't get nothing because we were supposed to go to Area Fest. That didn't happen. We didn't. Also, we didn't actually go to the festival at all. We didn't actually go to the festival. It was just straight nightlife. The festival was $50 for the weekend. We didn't go the first day. Second day was too late for us to go. So at that point, we were like $50 for Sunday. I'm like, I'm not doing that, bro. They went, but Saturday went to the mall, got back, got food. Johnny's chicken and waffles. If you've never had it before, you got to get it now. Johnny's Chicken and Waffles in Dallas, Texas. Lord, I pray this clip blows up because y'all deserve recognition. I got the first day. We went twice. I went before I left too. But the first time we went was Saturday. I had got whole chicken wings with a basic buttermilk waffle. And then I got cheese, eggs on the side. That waffle, it looked like a Waffle House waffle. But nothing about it screamed Waffle House waffle. That was the greatest waffle I might have had in my life. My life. Oh, Johnny's Chicken and Waffles in Dallas, Texas. Props to you. I love everything you're doing. Amazing. But the food was delicious. After the food, we dipped there. Where did we go after the food? I think we went back to the B&B after the food, maybe. And then Saturday nightlife begins. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Saturday nightlife begins. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Cause Saturday nightlife begins basically. All right, we're in the B&B. Chilling, kicking it, yada yada yada. And everybody's getting ready. I got my fit on. We go. What was Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live was at some club in Dallas, of course. We go out to the club. We're in the section line because we had a section. We had a section, and we were in this line for like an hour. It felt like, but the line wasn't moving. Nobody in the line was moving. They had metal detectors, and I'm looking around, and things are closed. Mind you, it's 11:30. It was supposed to start at 10, and there's no line moving. They're closing gates. Everybody's trying to rush, pushing around, yada, yada, yada. This dumb stuff. But okay, we get in finally. Saturday goes by. I've never experienced a section before. I don't go out for it. It's not my cup of tea. I get overstimulated. But I go out, and then we're in the section. I don't know how to feel about sections. It's not a bad thing. It's more like, I just know, it's great because I'm a man. Beautiful women every year. Oh my gosh. How is a woman? Beautiful. It is a beautiful sight to see Habesha women everywhere. They're beautiful. But like, the thought of sections is interesting to me. Because sections, I was in a section. I'm looking around the section. I see these women everywhere with us. They're here just for bottles. Like, these women are going around to the highest bidder. There's nothing. It's not. They don't like you. They don't really care for you. They don't know you. They're just simply there because they look good and they know they can get free alcohol. And it's a crazy concept. I understand the sections, but I don't. So I'm looking around like, okay, all these people are here, but none of them actually care about us. None of them actually know us. Some of them knew us, but some of them didn't. Like, no one knows us. It's just we're just a money grab to them. And then the setup of the club alone was terrible. It was straight sections. The whole club was sections. I don't know what you did if you didn't have a section, but I felt bad for you because I didn't know what you were gonna do on that dance floor. There was no floor, and everybody's in the section. But we're in the section, and I don't understand. I understand, but I don't understand because I was in a section. So I'm like, okay, I'm in a section. I'm chilling. But like, the thought of sections is crazy to me. It's just they go to the highest bidder. You're trying to get as many girls as you can. My boy X. X is a top 3 man of all time. Every 3 minutes, you're standing there, and all you hear is a whisper in your ear, "Let's go recruit." And you turn around, and he's gone. And he comes back with 7 girls. You're like, what just happened? And then you hear another 3 minutes go by. "Let's go recruit." He's gone. He comes back with 7 more girls. He did that for 20 minutes, just bringing them back and forth. I'm like, yo, how can you get to me? Where are they coming from? I don't know this many people were in the club. But he's bringing them back. And they're just everywhere, you know? X is the top 3 men of all time. When X is on a mission, X is on a mission. Nothing's going to stop him. Nothing's going to stop him. At all. At all. But then, that ends. Everyone's like, after party, afters. I'm like, all right, cool. We get in the Durango. we on our way. We driving. We get to the afters. I don't know how they do it, but these people teleport. They teleport. I swear we were one of the first people to leave from the club. And then all I see is this giant line already there. How did y'all get here so quickly? Where did you spawn from? Because I know y'all is not beating us. We left before y'all. Like, where did y'all come from? But it's already a huge line. We're talking. All right, we waited. And then my boy Uncle's like, yo, we're not going to get in here, bro. Let's go next door. Next door. So we got in really quick next door. Might be the most old head environment I've ever been in. I walk in. I see nothing but 30-year-olds. Now, it wasn't going to stop me. I mean, hey, it wasn't going to stop me.
Shazam!
You feel me? I wasn't going to let nothing low hurt. I was still doing what I had to do. No one really rocked me because I'm young. I'm 21. Met one girl talking to her. She goes, okay, how old are you? I said 21. She said, what? Just walked away. That one kind of hurt. That one hurt a little bit. That one hurt a little bit. But, most old head stuff ever. But, they going to get down still. So, those old heads, them old heads they're jumping. The dance floor going. You're like, oh, it's probably going to go till 4 a.m., maybe 5. They are Africans. Africans like to party a long time. We didn't leave the club until 7:30. Let me say it again. We didn't leave the club until 7:30. Do you know how insane that is for me? I'm not prepared for such activities. At all. No. I looked outside, the sun was up. That should never happen. Ever. And then I'm thinking, okay, the sun's up. It's gonna encourage them to leave. Cause I'm tired. I want to go home and lay down. So I walk over to the uncles. I said, yo, Joe. Yo, sun's up. Just get going, man. Sun's up. He just looks at me and goes, hey, man, it's chill, man. It's a vibe. We'll leave whenever. We're just having a good time. We're going to leave whenever. Leave whenever? It's 7:30. You can't stay much longer than 7:30. How can you stay any longer than 7:30? How are you going to... It's 7:30. The sun has came up. We beat the sun. We left when the sun was going down, and now we're still here when the sun's going up. We have traveled this city far and wide, and the sun's coming up, and you want to stay. No, I don't want to stay no longer. I can't hang. I don't do this party stuff. Ask anybody. I told everybody. I said, look, I'm going out this weekend because I refuse to go to another city in another state that I don't know. Just be bored and miserable the whole time in the crib. I'm going out to these clubs. I'm gonna hang with y'all. I'm gonna party with y'all. But I didn't want to be out till 7:30. 7:30. I can't do it. Oh my God. I can't do it. I can't do 7:30. We was until 7:30. It's so late. Why are we out till 7? The sun was. I heard birds. Oh my God. I got to drive the Durango though. That was cool. I was the only sober one at the time. I was like, so I'll just drive us home. I got to drive Durango. That was very cool. I want to drive another Durango again. That was nice. But that's the cap on day 2. So now day 3 comes along, and my boy has a and Danny has a basketball tournament. But okay, I've mentioned a few times already that air trains at Habashas suck at running stuff. Look, it's cool. You guys still had a good time. You guys put on a great events. You did try. So it's all love to y'all. After this weekend, I think I have to marry Habasha, but this tournament was put on poorly. I get there, first game's going. First of all, the tournament wasn't even a tournament. I think it was 2-3 games, and then we didn't have time at the end to even play the championship game, so no one really won. There was a single elimination, but no one even won because the championship game was not even played because we ran out of time because everything took so long. But we get there, first game's going, blah, 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 good game. And then, but one of the refs was Danny's teammate. And another ref knew nothing about basketball. Nothing. He knew zero. So they asked me to be a ref. I said, okay, I'll be a ref. I ain't a ref in this game. It was cool. But I had to ref the game. I'm confused. I didn't started watching the game. I'm not gonna lie. Refereeing didn't happen that much. I refed a few. I did a few calls, but I was just watching the game. I'm not gonna have to whistle in my mouth. I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to make it. But then we leave that. Where'd he go? Whataburger. In and out. I'm moving. I've always said I can live in Cincinnati because, content travels so much for it. It don't matter where I live. No, I'm moving. I'm gone. First things first, the heat in Texas is hot, but it's dry. I can last that. Since it be humid, it be sticky. I don't like that. That Texas heat don't even feel bad. It's 101. It feel like a Cincinnati 82. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's dry. I ain't doing nothing. It's cool, but I'm moving. I'm gone. Brother, In-N-Out and Whataburger? First things first, in this economy, where can I get a burger for $5? A double burger for $5 and a single for $3. Where in this economy? Tell me right now. And it's a valid burger. It's a good burger. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of fast food, especially burgers. But that burger, that's a quality fast food burger. And then Whataburger is more expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Whataburger, y'all prices is crazy. Y'all gotta take that down a little bit. Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on in your head? Who you think you is charging me this much? I didn't ask for it. I don't want that. Take them prices down. Y'all know your stuff don't cost that much. But Whataburger is good. Like, In-N-Out burger is better. The patty and like the sauce, but Whataburger got the condiments. It's got the lettuce. It's got the better fries. In-N-Out's fries was dog water. Yo, that may be the worst fries I ever had. I ate them. They were stale and cold and flavorless. Whataburger got it. Give me Whataburger's fries and onion rings. Put it with In-N-Out burger. Yo, we got the perfect restaurant. We're never going out of business. Ever. But I need that. I want that. In-N-Out and Whataburger. I need that in Cincy. What do you mean we don't have that? The only thing we have here special is Skyline. Who likes Skyline, bro? Skyline's cool and all. I don't like it no more. People here love it. But what you mean? That's the special thing about us. We don't got no Whataburger. We ain't got no In-N-Out. We don't got no Texas barbecue. I didn't get Texas barbecue. I forgot to get Texas barbecue. I forgot all about it. I forgot to get Texas barbecue. I didn't even try it. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself. How did I forget to get Texas barbecue, bro? I got In-N-Out. I got Whataburger. I got Johnny's Chicken and Waffles. But I didn't get Texas barbecue. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. No, that hurt. I was so excited. That hurt the soul. Now I gotta go back. Is it just an excuse? I don't know. We did find out Sada Jacob though this weekend that does not need to come back out. It appears when I'm in a foreign city in a foreign state, JP comes out. There is no more Jacob. JP was out all throughout Dallas. I've never told a girl in my life my name is JP. I've never hit on this many girls in my life. This is new for me. We found the shark shot at Jacob. We don't need him back. We don't need him back. I was shooting shots I haven't practiced. I was hitting them though. But I was still shooting shots that I haven't practiced. I'm new to this. I was greening though. We got swerved a few times, but I was greening. Okay, but this did teach me. I did realize that like when you do stuff like content, yada yada, all that good stuff, and then you go and like give girls an IG or whatever it is, you kind of settle for like I already know. I'm like, dang, I'm already set for failure, bro. I just take the L. Cause imagine I'm talking about these bougie girls. They look good, but they bougie. They there for clout. They going for dudes with clout. And then they say I do content. Like he's cute, but he say do content. I got no followers. It don't correlate, right? They probably think, but that's a side note. But yeah, I'm moving, bro. But then it's Saturday Night Live. What was Saturday? That was that Sunday. Sunday comes around. Felt weird not being at church. Sunday comes around. Yo, what's good, Rise? What's good with you? Sunday comes around though. What was this day party? Didn't know it was an all white party. I put on a cutoff fit. Had some jeans, shorts, forces. We get there, everybody's in all white stuff. But it was old head stuff, we left, whatever that is. Well, you know who you look like? The Adrian Harding. Is it the Adrian Harding? Yeah, I get it a lot, man. I get it a lot. I get it a lot. It's not the worst comparison at all, to be honest. It's not the worst comparison. Hey, appreciate the follow though. Appreciate the follow. It's not the worst comparison. I'll take Adrian Harding. I got called that in Dallas. Speaking of content creators in Dallas, when I was reffing this basketball game in Dallas, it was weird. I've never been like no. It was weird. I'm reffing. I'm walking. I got the whistle on my arm, and then behind me I hear, "Do you do YouTube?" Who said that? It's this little kid behind me. And this is like, I think brother or whatever it is. And like, do you do YouTube? I said, yeah. They go, really? Wait, are you him? I said, what? They said, what's your name? I said, JP Activity. He said, look me up. These kids knew me. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I was like, thank you for knowing me. But I've never been noticed. It felt weird being noticed. Yo, what's good, G? What's good with you, man? It felt weird. It felt weird being noticed in a city and state outside my own. Why do you know me? That's the goal. Of course. But like, I'm never getting used to it. I'm never getting used to that feeling. Especially at this low. Like, why do you know who I am in Dallas, Texas? But I'll take it though. I'll take it. I appreciate the love, kid. It did feel good though. It did feel good. Them kids noticed me in Dallas and they knew who I was. It's like a content creator. That was a great feeling. That stuff made I felt great after that, bro. Like real talk. That was a great feeling. It felt weird being known, especially in Dallas, Texas, but that was a great feeling. Oh my gosh, like just me and y'all right now, bro. I'm saying, do you do YouTube? Like I heard, do you do YouTube? And I thought like I had a cousin or something down here. Nah, some random kid. Just some random kid knew who I was. I mean, his brother looked me up like, oh, it's you. And then, like, it's the goal. I feel like it's weirder when you like smaller, cause then you like, why do you know me? I have 1,060 followers or like 1,600 followers. I get a couple thousand views on the clip. I got a few big ones, but like, why do you know me? Why I'm still small. It's weird, but you get used to it, I guess. But like, yeah, like real talk though, like real like camera, like me and camera, nothing else. That kind of stuff makes me love it. Every time I promise you, every time I see a comment that's like, yo, you gonna be big, yo, you the next up. Someone meets me in person, like, aren't you him? I love your videos, blah blah blah. Every time I go to tears, I'm ready to shed a tear immediately on the spot, cause that's the stuff I work for. Like this is what I do, and now I'm getting the recognition that you think I deserve. Like I feel like I work for that recognition, but like, you think I deserve it in person. You see me, you want a picture. You see me, you say I'm doing great. You took time the other day to comment that I'm next up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That stuff brings me to tears every time, bro. I love everybody for it. Every single person who's ever said to me, who's ever commented, whoever seen my stuff. I love everybody for it. And you're all family. Warms my heart every time. I don't care about girls. I don't care about friends. I don't care about family. Nothing when it comes to this content stuff. When it comes to content and what I want to do in life, it's about me and my passion and making everybody else happy. And if I make all y'all happy and y'all can appreciate it and y'all love it, I have my thing. I got my purpose in life. And I appreciate everybody. For real. I had something to say. I don't remember now. What was I going to say? That's what was in my head. I met a 16-year-old millionaire. How does one explain a 16-year-old millionaire? That makes no sense. They're talking about some, I'm in the bed, right? Just chilling, feet up. I see these little dudes walk through my crib, like walk through the B&B. I'm like, they looking around on stuff, like all weirdness, just looking around. I'm like, yo, who is these people? Like, do you know them? They're like, nah. Everybody's like, we don't know them. Find out, it's our boy, not these dudes. All right, cool. And someone starts telling me, I think it's Danny, other Danny, starts saying that he had a company, the code stuff, made an app or whatever it is, sold it for $20 million. $20 million? I said, how old is he? He said 16. This little dude sold a company for $20 million at 16 years old. Yo, what? And then I'm like, there's no shot. Bruh, I start going through the what's it called? I'm looking. Hold on. Pause real quick. Give me 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Alright. But I'm going through the career like, okay, who's this dude that got the 20 million? I walk downstairs, bro don't look nowhere near puberty. No facial hair, no chest hair, no muscle, nothing. He cool though. But like, you can just tell he real young. Got his glasses on. I walk in, say, what's up? You the little dude? He said, yeah. I look over, bro's got a bag of money just wide open. Wads of cash in it. They weren't wrong. They weren't faking. This is a 16-year-old millionaire. I said, there's no shot. I started looking at his clothes. He's got straight designer on. All designer. I'm like, what? I look at his boys. They all got designer. They got a nice car outside. I said, wait, so like this kid has access to his money? You're from 10 hours away. The boy drove, maybe 12. The boy drove 12 hours down here at 16 years old with his boys, with a whole bunch of cash on him, wads of cash, designer clothes, living a life. I didn't know whether to feel worried for his childhood or respect him more. He cool though. He cool. He real cool. Him and his boys, they all super cool. They but like, it's just, I know his high school loves him. There's no way he goes to high school. There's no way you go to high school and you make more money than your parents. There's no way you go to high school and you have that much money at all. There's no way. But he's cool though. And shout out Retta. But he's cool. But I met a 16-year-old millionaire. I didn't know what to think. That's like the stuff you hear on TV, but you don't know it's real for real till like you really see it happen. You're like, oh shoot. He's really 16 and a millionaire. 20 million? Imagine if you had money at 20 million. Imagine if you had $20 million at 16 years old. What would you have done with it? What would you have done? Imagine what you were doing at 16 years old to be worth $20 million. At 16 years old, I had no business with $20 million. This kid had 20 million at 16. He made an app and sold it. Who helped him sell the company? I want to know what the app was. I want to know what it did, how long he had it, when he made it, and when it got big enough to get sold for 20 million. Imagine it's an app I use to this day, and I don't know he made it. So, like what? He's either gonna blow through his money at 21, or he's gonna be a billionaire at 25. I told him that you're either gonna be a 21-year-old broke or 25 billionaire. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Dallas got it. This is stuff I've never seen in my life. Or I never thought I'd see in my life. All happening in Dallas, Texas. This is. I'm trying to think what else happened. Also, I noticed though, every time I go to like a bigger city of some sort, like a Chicago or I guess Orlando, like or Dallas, like I just said, or anything like that of the sorts. I will. I notice every other city is built different. Like you go to these bigger, nicer, better cities, and the closer you get to downtown, the nicer it is. And Cincinnati's the opposite. Like I feel like the closer you get downtown, the worse Cincinnati gets. Like I'm driving through Chicago downtown, and I'm seeing, people dressed up in nice clothes. They're in shorts. They're in t-shirts. They're walking their dogs, having a good time, yada yada yada, all throughout downtown. It's the part I was driving through, and then you drive through downtown Cincinnati on a random Tuesday, you see 5 YNs in skinny jeans, hoodies, and ski masks in 95-degree weather. Brother, what's going on? Why can't we be like that? Why can't Cincinnati be the people that walk around in nice shirts and t-shirts and we're putting together nice things out there like the mall. We're in suits. It's a nice area, clean streets. No, I see Tyrone, Taquavion, and Jake, and Sherman outside of an AT&T building with skinny jeans on, 5 sizes too small, a hoodie, a Balenciaga hoodie, and a Nike ski mask, and the temperature says 95 and it feels like 106. I know you're not okay. Why can't we be like Dallas? Why can't we be like Chicago? Why does it like I don't understand why Cincinnati gets worse the closer you get to it. But like all these other cities, usually the farther out you get from it's worried about it. The closer you get to it, the better. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. But I could really live in Dallas. There's a mall with an ice skating rink inside. I've never seen a mall with a skating rink inside of it. I was confused because it said 101 outside, and the mall felt warm. But I looked down, it's a skating rink. And all these kids are just gliding, doing twirls, spinning, jumping, having a great time. And it's in Texas though. I guess it makes sense they developed a system to have an ice skating rink in Texas because you're never gonna go ice skating and there's no real winter in Texas. But like still, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. And also everything's really spread out. Everything's really spread out in Dallas. Dallas has everything really, really, really spread out. Like it's not as what's the word? Clustered, I guess, as Cincinnati. Cincinnati is really clustered city. It's a really clustered city. But Dallas is nothing like that. Dallas is very spread out. There's room for everything. You can tell they're in the desert and they have all this land. There's also brown grass everywhere. You can tell they got no water. You can tell they're in the desert. You can tell. But Dallas is nice. And the B&B was nice. I had to cut up with Sam. You're my guy. But yeah, the B&B was nice. Dallas is nice. The food was great. Oh, also, I'm cooked financially. So, I thought that my job would pay me for what I had for my training, like my first week or whatever. I thought my job would pay me for my training, like my first week or whatever, right? Like the 3rd of this month. Yo, I found out payment already passed. They pay monthly, so I'm not getting paid till September or end of August. Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm cooked. I blew through every bit of funding I had in Dallas with the hopes and dreams that when this trip ends, the day it ends, that my bank account would be hit with glorious money. I just started this internship, and it pays very well for college students. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this first little check. I'll probably give me a good amount, a few hundreds in here, right? Then after the next month, I'll have bands. We're going. Brother, I have no money in my account no more, and learned that I don't get paid at the end of the month. I'm cooked. I go to Chicago this weekend. What am I gonna use for money? How am I gonna pay for things and eat? I need gas. I think I have 90 to my name right now. I used the savings account I used my current. I used a bank account. My brother in Christ, brother. You know, I had to stream immediately. But I used the savings account from Capital One. I used the savings account from Chase. I used the checkings account from both. Everything's gone. I'm broke. I thought I got paid my first check, my first good check this Monday. I found out this at the end of the month. I get paid monthly at the end of the month. Now, it's going to be a fat check. Once this first check hits, I'm good. Because this internship I just started, oh my gosh, the bread is great. The bread is great. When this first check hits, I'm no longer broke Jacob. But I gotta thug it out for the next month. I got 90 to my name. I'm going to Chicago this weekend. I'm in New York City the next weekend. I'm broke. What do I do? What do I do? I can't. I can't. There's nothing I can do. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm fit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm selling clothes. Your parents are rich. Look, the parents may have money, but the parents don't want to fund the boy for a whole month. Month? I gotta hit Josh. Landscaping. Make some quick couple hundreds. I gotta hit Josh. Who wants some shoes? I can sell shoes. Hey, Dio with this gifted sub. Appreciate you with the sub, Dio. Oh, you know what we gotta do. It has to happen. Everybody, let me get the camera on. Let me get the camera ready. Thank you, Dio, for the gifted sub.
Y arriba yo, mi papá y la chona.
Wait, how do it?
Contaré la historia de una famosa persona. Todos la conocen con el apodo de Chona. Todos la conocen.
Love you too, brother. Of course, I'm gonna be back in Dallas too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be back in Dallas. Dallas, top tier city. Oh my gosh, the women. I can't lose that. You don't, bro, Danny. Look, now Danny rock with Dallas. I could live in Dallas off the pure fact of content. Like if I say I graduate and I got a job offer in Dallas, I'd probably take it. Cause there's good money opportunities out there. And then as I'm doing content too, although let's just be honest, okay, that JP Activities is not going another year without blowing up. Saying it right now. Said it before, saying it again. August 4th next year, I'm big, I'm blowing up, I'm making bread, and I'm making everybody happy. This is my full-time job by then. But theoretically, let's say I'm working a regular job. I get a job offer in Dallas. I'll take it. Dallas is a great city. Honestly, we talk to people about the rent down there. It's not that expensive. It's not that crazy to like live in Dallas and live decently in a decent spot for yourself. As a young person, it's not bad. A lot of young people. Job opportunities great. City's great. Food's great. And then what's it called? Also, it's a great place for content. There's stuff to do. There's stuff to do everywhere. Cincinnati, there's probably way more people in Dallas that, no, nothing against the Cincy creators. I'm a Cincy creator. But none of us are big for real. None of us have names that hold weight in this industry outside of our cities. There's probably more, if I had to guess, way more in Dallas. A few more in Dallas that hold weight in this content world that people I could collab with, I could meet, I could do stuff with. Than Cincinnati. No disrespect. Also, you know, the city itself is great. There's so much to do. I can make content every weekend and not have a problem. I feel like it's hard to find things to do in Cincinnati, which makes it harder to produce content. You're like, oh, there's nothing to do. We have one or two things to do, but then you do that same thing every day. It's repetitive. No one wants to see that. That's why everybody is always traveling anyway. Now, if next year comes, I'm full-time content, I'm making money, and I can have the money to travel everywhere, I'll live in Cincinnati and travel out. Exactly. It depends where. It really depends where. It really depends where. But Dallas is a cool place. So is Chicago. I'm going to Chicago next weekend. You know, y'all know I love Chicago. You know I love Chicago. But like if I got job opportunities, theoretically, JP activities is not that big. Theoretically, I'll take it. Dallas, Chicago. I'm going to New York in 2 weeks. We'll see how I like New York. Hair smells like pee, and New York is uber expensive. But I'm gonna check it out. I want the food. I'm a big back. We know this. I'm fat. We know this, man. But yeah, to wrap it all that up, Dallas trip was cool. I'm not gonna lie, I failed on making content. I got lost in the sauce. I got lost in all the sauce. I failed to make content. I made a video about me not coming back to Cincy. Forgot everything else. I completely forgot about content. I was so happy to be there. I didn't want to leave. I'm not gonna lie. Who is anybody like? I'm not gonna lie. Between me and y'all, I hopped in the plane, went to Cincinnati stories of girls on IG. I got sad. I'm like, yo, we can't compete. Of course we got baddies, but we can't compete. I can't leave it. There's so many beautiful women. And then Habishas. Avante, welcome. And then Habishas. The Habisha women are just so beautiful. I gotta marry Habisha. I can't. Mom, look. Mama Glasgow, you won. I'm marrying Habisha. You won. If you're seeing this, you won. If I don't marry Habisha, I get you with 20,000. Because it's really looking like I am. If y'all don't know what a Habisha girl look like, let me show you real quick. If you don't know. So if you don't know a Habisha woman, brother. Now imagine this, but everywhere. Just a sea of them. Yo. Women may not be my main priority in life, but I'm still a man. Still like the female gender. I was happy to be there. I was happy to be there. I was at home. Mama Garaska, you won. I got to marry Habisha. I'm like, maybe I'll marry black. And they're black. They're just an ethnic black. They're seasoned. They have culture behind them. I think I marry Habisha. Not a bougie one. I can't marry a bougie one. The bougie ones be bougie. They only care about the highest bidder. Maybe one with some class, She don't care about money. She don't even know what I do. She don't know nothing about what I do. Hey, baby girl. That was corny. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. That was bad. But yeah, I gotta marry Habisha. I got to. They look good. They look too good. I can't leave that. I need that forever. Forever in my life. Forever in my soul. Never give enough Habisha. Oh my gosh, Habisha is great. But yeah, so that was the Dallas trip though. Essentially. Great trip. Love the city. Love everything about Dallas. Top place all time. I have work at 1 o'clock. I gotta wake up and make myself a big breakfast because I've been being there for 5 hours.